Well, you may have hit the store already to shop for your Thanksgiving Day meal, so this really is the perfect time of year to highlight the people who put that food in our stores and then on our table. And we're talking about our hardworking farmers.
Yeah, they have such an important job, and so we here at First Coast News are taking on a new project. Our Jessica Clark is going to be following a local farmer for an entire year to show you where food comes from and the challenges that now rare farmer has in this country. And tonight we begin our series with the harvest.
There's a lot happening here. I mean, a lot. There's a lot that happens west of I-95, especially in St. Johns County.
About 30 minutes west of downtown St. Augustine.
Green beans are just a wonderful vegetable. The seeds are a good size.
It's harvest time.
But it's grown out here
at the Riverdale Farm.
They are some really pretty beans. I love watching it every time.
Brian Jones loves to see it happen.
I mean, it's fascinating.
He's a third-generation farmer in St. Johns County from a family who primarily grows potatoes. But
we've had to diversify, as many of our farmers have, and find alternative crops to bring some extra income in for our farms.
So green beans it is.
Watch, you can see those beans flying.
His family has 100 acres of green beans, been growing them for 7 years, and harvest time is usually mid-November in Northeast Florida.
It's a fabulous time for us to make beans because people are getting into the holiday spirit and making family dinners. This is just one of the tools that we use.
Large machines harvest those green beans.
It's a lot faster, it's a lot more cost-effective. We have to keep our costs down as farmers.
And the beans are loaded into semis, taken off to be sold fresh in grocery store produce departments.
Ready to be put on your table.
It'll take less than a week to harvest the 100 acres.
In one day, 5.5 semi-loads of green beans will be harvested from this farm.
But the harvesting machines aren't his or his family's.
They still picking good?
Yeah, they're doing nice.
Good.
Jones partners with another family business.
There's Camilla there. They've been picking beans for many, many, many years.
That business owns and operates the harvesting machines.
Bill and Camilla are a husband and wife team that travel up and down the East Coast and they pick beans.
And all of them work with Eric Zuniga.
Good. How many acres do y'all do up and down the East Coast?
Who works for the company which sells the beans.
They need the beans, we have the land, and they can keep that machine rolling all up and down the East Coast.
It's a three-way business partnership made up of different kinds of people.
We start putting our down mix out.
Who are all in the farming business, but it's a dying breed.
Because there's so few of us farming, feeding what's approaching to be, 10 billion people?
Jones agreed to let First Coast News follow him for a year because he's concerned people no longer understand where their food is coming from.
There's a lot that's happening in our own backyard that we're just not aware of.
And the importance of agriculture and of buying U.S. grown food at stores.
What we're after is helping U.S. grown commodities get to your table to help our farmers so that we can stay in production. It is a matter of national security. We have to produce our own food. We don't want to be dependent on other countries for food.
He says buying U.S. grown food keeps farmers
So this is just off of
working.
one plant.
And it helps secure the industry in the U.S.
If we lose ag, we're in big trouble.
And so the harvest continues.
Good, healthy vegetable.
This year, it's a plentiful harvest here.
That's clean harvesting there.
It's even making this farmer crave a particular kind of casserole.
Ready for some green beans.
In St. Johns County, Jessica Clark, First Coast News, on your side.